Hello there, this is Gregory for Photos in Color, and today I have another Lightroom tutorial, and today we're going to be looking at split toning. And this is where we have the theme music. Okay, so let's jump straight into Lightroom and let's have a look at where split toning is. So it's on the side panel just here, and we select split toning and it gives us this little drop down with basically 5 sliders. Split toning gives you great effects with very little work. So what is split toning? Let's explain it. Basically, you have your shadows and your highlights is what you can affect. You can put a color into your shadows, so anything dark or in the shadows element, you can colorize that to whichever color of the spectrum you want. And then to the highlights, you can do exactly the same, usually selecting 2 different colors. Very simple. So let's jump in and have a look and see how that actually works. Looking at this image just here, if I was to take the highlights, and I'm going to choose in the middle here the green, I think that is the turquoise, and then I move the saturation bar up, what you're going to see is all of these highlights around here have all changed color, whereas the shadows pretty much are the same color. Okay, now if I was to do the same down here, but I'm going to choose a pink, okay, and I boost the saturation. Now watch all of these darker areas and under here, and watch how this now changes as I lift the saturation. The pinks all come in, okay? Instantly, we've got this great effect of split toning. Now, I don't particularly like this version, so I'm gonna make a quick change and show you how I like to do it. Basically, in my highlights, I like to have a yellowy color, and in my shadows, I like to have a blue color. Okay, now I'm gonna drop the saturation down on these, and basically, now we have this fantastic image, which has been completely changed using split toning. So the saturation is how strong the color that you've selected is in those areas. So this is the highlights, how strong a yellow is in the highlights. Same for the shadows. The saturation, how strong is this blue going to be in the shadows? So if I put them both to 100%, you get this very harsh and dramatic look, but not something I'm looking for. So I'm going to bring those back down. Now there's one slider that we haven't looked at yet, and that's the one in the middle, and this is called the balance. So by moving this slider, I can basically manipulate where that center point is. So if I go all the way to the left, then most of my image is going to fit into my shadows. If I move it to the right, then most of my image is going to fit into the highlights, and anywhere on the scale in between. So that is different to the saturation sliders. Okay, so I'm going to do a quick edit here, and we're going to see exactly, I kind of like it how it is. I'm going to boost this saturation of both of those sliders, and I usually slide it slightly to the highlights because I like my highlights to be a little bit brighter and fresher with this kind of a feel. And in just moments, I think we've created this kind of a high fashion look using the split toning panel. And that's my basic look at the split toning panel in Lightroom 5. If you liked this video, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe to this channel. It's really important. I've got loads more videos coming, working through the basics of Lightroom and later on Photoshop. If you haven't got our free photography guide to taking better travel photos, you should go over to the website right now and do it. It's really simple. All you do is go to photosincolor.com, find this box on the right hand side, type in your first name, your last name and your email address, and I will send you this amazing free guide to taking better travel photographs via email. Here it is just here with great travel tips like ignore tourists or using creative focus to create better photos. So just sign up right now.